The talks between Russian President Vladimir Putin and Prime Minister Modi lasted for 3.5 hours, after which both the leaders made a joint statement and agreed to expand the joint production in India of spare parts for maintenance of Russian-origin defense equipment, and take forward ongoing engagements to encourage joint manufacturing of spare parts, components and other products for maintenance of Russian-origin defense equipment under Make in India program through transfer of technology, and setting up of joint ventures for meeting the needs of the Indian Armed Forces as well as subsequent export to mutually friendly third countries. In an interview to the Indian media, the chief of Russian Federal Service for Military Technical Cooperation Dmitry Shugev has said that both sides are discussing the further licensed production of 50 additional Su-30 fighter jets in India, which according to experts is related to Russian offer made in 2018 to build 50 to 54 new Su-30 aircraft to carry Brahmos air-launched missiles, instead of upgrading older Su-30 fighters with a shorter residual lifespan. But India might not be interested, as the Air Force is not looking to induct more heavy-class fighter jets. He also said that the AK-203 deal has been signed, and the deal for the supply and licensed production of Igla-S man-portable air defense missile systems will be signed soon, under which Russia will transfer the production license and supply the necessary components to the Indian side. He also added that the results of the first successful cooperation between India and Russia is being seen, as the Brahmos Aerospace will soon start exporting Brahmos missiles to third countries. The CEO of Russia's Rosaeronexport has said that Russia is implementing the contract for the delivery of the S400 systems to India, despite US attempts to disrupt Russia-India cooperation in this sphere, and expects more orders for additional S400 units from India under the follow-on option under the contract. The Russian delegation is also expected to discuss the S500 missile system and Su-75 fighter jet during the ongoing India-Russia annual summit. India has issued a NOTAM warning for a launch of an experimental flight vehicle in the Bay of Bengal for the period from 13th to 15th of December 2021. The designated area is 1,296 kilometers. That indicates that it might be a test of a long-range cruise missile system, but the area design doesn't match the previous NOTAMs issued for the near-bay cruise missile, and the near-bay has recently been tested, which has led to speculations that it might be the test of the new long-range land attack cruise missile that was cleared by the Ministry of Defense in early 2020. The LRLACM will feature thrust vectoring capability that will initially be a ship-launched variant, which will later be modified for the Indian Air Force and Indian Army. DRDO's Defense Metallurgical Research Laboratory have used 3D printing to create a revamped fuel injector that will result in lowering the cost of propulsion systems of ground-to-air missiles. The researchers have said that they have not only managed to avoid the application of costly electron beam welding, but can now build unique latticed weight-reducing elements. According to the details released by Swedish think tank Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, 3 Indian defense manufacturing companies have made it to the list of top 100 global defense companies. Hindustan Aeronautics now ranks 42nd, Bharat Electronics is ranked 66th, and the Indian Ordnance Factories ranked 60th position. After the US, Chinese companies had the second highest volume of aggregated sales in 2020, and all Chinese companies in the top 100 list are state-owned companies producing both military and civilian products.